Hi everyone, welcome to another video on the channel. In this video, I'm going to be going over the recent article posted by YouTube, or blog post posted by YouTube on their approach to responsible AI innovation. It was released today, November 14th, 2023. I'm just going to go through it, read it for you guys, and give my 2 cents on anything that I feel like I can provide some, color commentary. So let's start. So our approach to responsible AI innovation. Generative AI has the potential to unlock creativity on YouTube and transform the experience for viewers and creators on our platform. But just as important, these opportunities must be balanced with our responsibility to protect the YouTube community. All content uploaded to YouTube is subject to our community guidelines, regardless of how it is generated. But we also know that AI will introduce new risks and will require new approaches. We're in the early stages of our work and will continue to evolve our approach as we learn more. Here's a look at what YouTube will roll out over the coming months and into the new year. So there's a quote here on the left: we'll introduce updates that inform viewers when the content they're seeing is synthetic. I like that. So basically any videos, I'm sure you've come across videos where you've heard the AI talking and mispronouncing words and just, spewing information. Usually it's in shorts. Sometimes it's in full length videos as well. And so from now on, or once they implement this, you will see that little tag: altered or synthetic content, sound or visuals were altered or generated digitally. So that's what will reference the AI component. So disclosure requirements and new content labels. We believe it's in everyone's interest to maintain a healthy ecosystem of information on YouTube. We have long-standing policies that prohibit technically manipulated content that misleads viewers and may pose a serious risk of egregious harm. However, AI's powerful new forms of storytelling can also be used to generate content that has the potential to mislead viewers, particularly if they're unaware that the video has been altered or is synthetically created. I think here they're referencing mainly things like deepfakes, or now with how good voiceovers are. Voiceover AI can actually mimic the voices of other people. So things like that, basically deepfakes and voiceovers that are misleading, I think is what they're referring to here. To address this concern over the coming months, we'll introduce updates that inform viewers when the content they're seeing is synthetic. Specifically, we'll require creators to disclose when they've created altered or synthetic content that is realistic, including using AI tools. When creators upload content, we will have new options for them to select to indicate that it contains realistic, altered, or synthetic material. For example, this could be an AI-generated video that realistically depicts an event that never happened, or content showing someone saying or doing something that they didn't actually do. So before reading on, I'm sure they're going to address this, but if it's self-reporting, I think that does open the door for misuse. But I'm sure YouTube already has something in place that will prevent misreporting or underreporting of this. This is especially important in cases where the content discusses sensitive topics such as elections, ongoing conflicts, and public health crises, or public officials. Creators who consistently choose not to disclose this information may be subject to content removal. There it is. Suspension from YouTube partner program or other penalties. I'm guessing that's through the Department of Justice and so on, for defamation or something like that is my guess, or they could be open to civil suits possibly is my guess. We'll work with creators before this rolls out to make sure they understand these new requirements. We'll inform viewers that content may be altered or synthetic in 2 ways. A new label will be added to the description panel indicating that some of the content was altered or synthetic, and for certain types of content about sensitive topics, we'll apply a more prominent label to the video player, i.e. in this one, I'm just going to zoom in here. You can see it says altered or synthetic content. It's more visible. And then this one is not as visible as in the description. Let's go back to 100%. There are also some areas where a label alone may not be enough to mitigate the risk of harm, and some synthetic media, regardless of whether it's labeled, will be removed from our platform if it violates our community guidelines. For example, a synthetically created video that shows realistic violence may still be removed if its goal is to shock or disgust viewers. which makes sense. But it's interesting that that's going to be the case, because community guidelines, they're implemented sometimes, for some and not for others. But in this case, I mean, violence makes sense. Yeah, you traditionally don't want that on there. So I understand that. And moving forward, as these new updates roll out, content created by YouTube's generative AI products and features will be clearly labeled as altered or synthetic. So any content that you create using YouTube's generative AI products will also do that, okay? Mock labels showing content generated by YouTube AI Dream Screen. What the heck is Dream Screen? Sound or visuals were altered or generated. Interesting. New options for creators, viewers, and artists. We've heard continuous feedback from our community, including creators, viewers, and artists, about the ways in which emerging technologies could impact them. This is especially true in cases where someone's face or voice could be digitally generated without their permission or to misrepresent their viewpoints. So in the coming months, we'll make it possible to request the removal of AI generated or other synthetic or altered content that simulates or an identifiable individual, including their face or voice, using our privacy request process. Not all content will be removed from YouTube, and we'll consider a variety of factors when evaluating these requests. This could include whether the content is parody or satire, whether the person making the request can be uniquely identified, or whether it features a public official or well-known individual, in which case there may be a higher bar. We're also introducing the ability of our music partners to request the removal of AI-generated music content that mimics an artist's unique singing or rapping voice. In determining whether to grant or remove a request, we'll consider factors such as whether content is subject to news reporting, analysis, or critique of the synthetic vocals. These removal requests will be available to labels or distributors who represent artists participating in YouTube's early AI music experiment. We'll continue to expand access to additional labels and distributions over the coming months. Deploying AI technology to power content moderation. So I'm not too familiar with all of this because I've never had experience with AI generated music on YouTube, so I can't really speak to that. But it's good that they're addressing that as well for any of the YouTube channels that or artists as well that are posting their videos on YouTube. Deploying AI technology to power content moderation. YouTube has always used a combination of people and machine learning technologies to enforce our community guidelines. With more than 20,000 reviewers across Google operating around the world, in our systems, AI classifiers help detect potentially violative content at scale, and reviewers work to confirm whether content has actually crossed policy lines. AI is continuously increasing both the speed and accuracy of our content moderation systems. One clear area of impact has been in identifying novel forms of abuse. When new threats emerge, our systems have relatively little context to understand and identify them at scale. But generative AI helps us rapidly expand the set of information our AI classifiers are trained on, meaning we're able to identify and catch this content much more quickly. Improved speed and accuracy of our systems will also allow us to reduce the amount of harmful content human reviewers are exposed to, which is great. I've heard a lot of stories about the human reviewers seeing things that, no one should really have to see because people are posting and they have to moderate that, and it can be traumatizing. It can cause PTSD and so on and so forth. So it's good that they're using AI to address that facet as well, and it's nice to know that it will be reviewed by human moderators as well once it's reviewed by the AI for it to be removed. Building responsibility into our AI tools and features. As we continue to develop new AI tools for creators, our approach remains consistent with how we tackled some of our biggest responsibility challenges. We believe in taking the time to get things right, rather than striving to be first. We're thinking carefully about how we can build upon years of investment into the teams and technology capable of moderating content at our scale. This includes significant ongoing work to develop guardrails that will prevent our AI tools from generating the type of content that doesn't belong on YouTube. We also recognize that bad actors will inevitably try to circumvent these guardrails. We'll incorporate user feedback and learning to continuously improve our protections. And within our company, dedicated teams like our intelligence desk are specifically focused on adversarial testing, and threat detection to ensure our systems meet new challenges as they emerge. They're really getting ahead of this. I like it because AI is moving pretty quick, and I'm glad that YouTube is addressing this as quickly as 2024, because I think 2024 is going to be a very big year for advancements in general AI and so on. So chances are we're going to be seeing a lot of fake things, especially with the upcoming elections in the US. The US is notorious, the elections are notorious for misinformation. And I'm glad YouTube's already stepping up and doing this. I'm pretty sure other companies are doing this as well. I haven't really seen anything from them, but once I'm sure if I looked into it, I'd be able to find it. And I know this is a video that's not really related to gaming, but because I'm on YouTube, I thought this was important, and that's why I'm addressing it. The AI transformation is at our doorstep. We're still at the beginning of our journey to unlock new forms of innovation and creativity on YouTube with generative AI. We're tremendously excited about the potential for this technology and know that what comes next will reverberate across the creative industries for years to come. We're taking the time to balance these benefits with ensuring this continuing safety of our community at its pivotal moment. We'll work hand in hand with creators, artists, and across the creative industries to build a future that benefits us all. Yeah, all in all, I think this is a good start, and I think that's what they were going for. It's just a good start. Obviously, they probably have a lot of things in the pipeline that they're not disclosing here. I'm sure their AI tools are already advanced enough to handle most of this, if not all of it. And that's why they finally released this blog. So it should be interesting to see when these tags start coming up. I'm really interested to see which content has been synthetically created. I'm sure there's a lot of it that we don't even realize these days. So once these tags go up, it's going to be very interesting to see which channels have been, really heavily relying on AI since its inception in the last few years, or since its mainstream adoption in the last few years. I'm pretty excited to see that. And I wonder if X is going to be doing something similar. I wouldn't be surprised if Elon's already looking into it. And even Facebook with Zuckerberg, I'm sure they're looking into that. So it's going to be fun to see which platforms are ahead of the curve. I think YouTube's definitely a front runner in this, and I'm glad that they're doing it. I'll say it once again. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I added some benefit to the conversation, and you appreciated my 2 cents. And that's that. And I'll be following this topic more and more as it grows and progresses. And obviously the gaming content as well, whenever I get a chance. I just recently haven't had much time to upload or do anything. And this was a quick video that I could make, so I decided to do it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.